before we get started, obviously, I'm sure everybody's heard the news by now that I will not be returning to ESPN. I found out this information a little earlier in the week, and really the only thing that I really ask is like, guys, could we wait until Monday? My brother's going into the Pro Football Hall of Fame. I really wanted to be about him, and I wanted to be about my family. I know I said this coming out will overshadow everything that he's worked his entire life for. And unfortunately, it didn't happen that way. And so, as I told him, as I profusely apologized to him earlier today, he said, bro, stop apologizing. You don't have to apologize. I'm your big bro. I'm going to love you regardless. We all make mistakes. And he says, bro, I love you. So I'm done with this. You're done with it too. Move on. And I really enjoyed my time at ESPN. It gave me an opportunity to bring my audience that saw me really just grow. They saw me, Lakers in 5, and they saw me say all these analogies that my grandparents gave me, and I was able to bring that to ESPN. So I'm very, very grateful for that. But I just wished, of all things, like I said, hey, they did what they felt they needed to do, and I'm at peace with that. But I just wish, guys, this thing could have waited until Monday, because I hate the fact that I'm overshadowing my brother, the first two brothers in the Pro Football Hall of Fame, and this is what the headline's going to be for the next couple of days. So, bro, again, I know you told me this, I don't have to apologize, but I'm going to do it one final time tonight, and I won't apologize again. I'm sorry that I upstaged you.
All right, we can pause it there. The rest of it, I believe, is pretty much more of the same. It's a shame that Shannon Sharpe had to feel as if he had to apologize to his brother, because this would overshadow what was to come for his brother as far as being inducted into the Hall of Fame. But listen, I want to play a video, okay? I want to play a video before we get into it. And it's the very end. It's just it's about 3 or 4 minutes of the last video I put out on Shannon Sharpe. And I realized, going back, looking through my catalog, my YouTube catalog, I realized that the video that I actually uploaded ended up getting cut off, right? So there were 2 different versions of the video, the last Shannon Sharpe video I put out. And unfortunately, I uploaded the wrong one. And I just realized that like yesterday when I was going back looking at it. And so I said, I'll just go over, instead of re-uploading it, I'll just cover the last couple minutes, because what I ended up saying in the last video about Shannon Sharpe ended up coming to fruition. And I didn't want it to. It's just that I know how these companies work. We've seen enough evidence. We have enough evidence. We've collected enough data to understand how these companies are going to operate in the face of scrutiny. We saw it with Jonathan Majors. And if it happened to Jonathan Majors, who is bigger than Shannon Sharpe, then most certainly it was going to happen to Shannon Sharpe. So let's go over that video really quick before we get off into what I have to say about this. And this literally almost destroyed his entire media career. He had to take a step back from ESPN because Disney ain't playing that. We saw that with Jonathan Majors. So he had to take a step back from ESPN. I don't know, we don't even know, even with this settlement now, we don't even know, because it doesn't say that nothing wrong was done. That's the unfortunate thing about it. This doesn't say that there was no wrongdoing. It doesn't clear his name, and it can't undo the accusations. So what's done is done. The damage is assuredly done. The damage here is still remains. And you can see the after effects of it taking place and taking effect on Shannon Sharpe's life as we speak. He has still not been able to come anywhere close to the popularity and fame that he had and the notoriety that he had before this happened. And if I had to guess, I would say that he won't either. He won't be able to. Because once you've had your name doused in fire and flame and attached to an assault case, I'm not going to say it's the point of no return, because he could still go on to do big things, but somebody would have to take a risk on him.
And I don't know if ESPN or Disney is ready to do that.
Mm-hmm.
Will he be back? I don't know. Because this doesn't prove anything. It doesn't prove that he was right. It doesn't prove that the allegations that were alleged against him were wrong. It doesn't clear his name, like I said before. I could see Disney saying, you know what? Thanks, but no thanks. We'll figure it out from here.
And I'm going to pause it right there because literally, y'all, I called this, all right? I called this. And it's unfortunate. I didn't want to be right because I think that Shannon Sharpe is an amazing talent. I think he's hilarious to watch on TV, on television. I think he was born to be in that position. But you know what? You can be your own detriment. You can throw away an entire career on your own. And it's unfortunate that not only did he have to pay this woman, Jesus Christ, it's being reported that he had to pay her $23 million. That is unconfirmed by any reputable source. So I don't know how true that is, but it's being reported by multiple people on multiple platforms. So let's just say, for the sake of conversation, that it is true. You had to pay this woman $23 million, bro. And of course, everybody went and looked up his career earnings. Shannon Sharpe, for his career, earned I believe it was $22.3 million over the course of his entire NFL career. You literally had to give this white girl you had to give her more than what you made your entire NFL career, yo. Gentlemen, when I ask the question of what are we doing out here, it's really meant to cause you to have an inflection point within yourself. It's really meant to cause you to look in the mirror and maybe stop in your tracks and maybe stop what it is that you're doing so that you can better reflect on what it is that you are taking place in or contributing to as far as your career goes, and maybe check the path that you're on and make sure you are aligned with where it is that you're supposed to be as far as where you see yourself being in the future. Monique tried, yo. That's the crazy thing. And one of the other videos I did on this, I cut out the segment of Monique sitting down face to face with Shannon Sharpe. And she told him face to face, she said, yo, stop messing with these young bitches. Go and get you a wife, somebody you can settle down with, somebody who will take care of you when you get older, somebody who's going to look after you, and somebody who loves and really, really genuinely cares about you. Stop messing with these thoughts. Monique tried to tell him.
It's different, baby. I'm grateful I'm not 56 and trying.
But you tried to say what you tried to say.
I'm looking right at you.
I know you looking at me.
I ain't backing down. You better take your old ass and get somebody to love you.
Damn, Mo.
Now I'm looking right at y'all. Let me tell y'all what Shannon needs.
Let me live my life.
Let me tell you what my baby needs. He need him an old fat gal who can bake good cakes, make some smothered turkey wings, who gonna rub his feet at the nighttime, okay, and gonna have a sip of his cognac to make him feel better about himself when he come home at night. That's what Shannon needs. You don't need no 26-year-old girl. You don't need no 36-year-old girl.
I do.
This is your auntie talking to you. Take your old ass and get you an old bitch out there that can love you old. You trying to hang out with these young bitches and you can't do it, Shannon. You just can't do it.
Shannon ain't want to listen. He said, Mo, what you talking about? Oh, Mo. Then he went and followed that up and doubled down on it on his podcast, Nightcap. And when it said, y'all playing y'all tax bracket. I play with what I can afford. I play with the toys that I can buy. Well,
everybody always talk about date your age, date your age. Well, I want to date my wage. I'm finna shut all this ish down tonight. I want to date my wage.
Stay right there.
Where y'all at? Hey, chat, where they at?
Hold on. Cause you know I keep it on me now.
Yeah.
I keep it on me. You want to date your what?
I want to date my wage. Not my age. I want to date my wage. So where are they? Cause y'all always talking about date your age, date your age. I want to date my wage. So come on with it.
Well, you talking?
As a matter of fact, I'm taking applicants as we speak.
Well, you talking spicy tonight, boy.
This toy cost you $23 million, bro. Huh? This toy cost you $23 million. There is not a box of coochie in this entire world that is worth $23 million, bro. It's not. It's not. It's not. I don't care who it is, but let alone a Gabriella Zuniga. Are you kidding me? Have y'all seen the way this girl looks?
What? What the fuck?
And Monique tried to help him. She tried to help our brother out. But he said no. And then doubled down on it and said, no, I'm not going to stop messing with these young hoes. I'm about to play around in my tax bracket. Well, guess what? This is what happens when you play around with chicks that ain't got nothing to lose. See, this is a tragic case. But really what it is a moment for us to stop. And it's a study case for all men across, because this don't affect just millionaires. It's regular, ordinary, everyday men that get taken through the ringer as well. Ordinary, everyday men get dragged as well, get taken to the cleaners as well. This happens on multiple levels. Whatever your tax bracket is, it can affect you if you're not careful. And this is why you should only be dealing with somebody who has something to lose, because when they don't, guess what? I don't care what happens to my name out here. I don't care how crazy I look out here. I don't care what I look like to y'all out here. I don't care what the media got to say. If there's a chance that I could take your ass to the cleaners, guess what? You going. You going. Took this man to the cleaners for $23 million, more than he's ever made in his entire NFL career. And then on top of that, it didn't just cost him the $23 million. God damn, it cost him so much more. 9-figure deal, they said, was on the table for this guy. 9 figures. A 9-figure deal he was due to sign. It was coming. That's gone too, in a blip, in a flash. That was gone too. So it didn't just cost him $23 million. This dealing with this chick cost him so much more. Gentlemen, men, you have to think with this head first, yo. You got to deal with chicks that have something to lose, with women that have something to lose. At the very least, if they don't have nothing to lose, choose somebody with some goddamn integrity. I'm not going to kink shame, because his kink shame was obviously some type of race play in the bedroom. Cool. Do whatever you do with your chick behind closed doors. But bro, if you going to do it, at least protect yourself. There is too much technology in the world now available to us, especially you, a multimillionaire. There's no shit. Like I said in this video, Shannon Sharpe has been dealing with women for years. He has been in the public eye for years. You've been famous for years. You've been on national stages, across TVs, across the country for years. This is not Shannon Sharpe's first time dealing with a young woman, which means you should know how to act. Act accordingly, bro. It's such a shame to see this man go down like this. It's just a shame. In this fashion, in this manner, to lose sponsorships, to lose 9-figure deals, to lose your standing with ESPN and Disney, which was the biggest. It's not even a question if ESPN is at the top of the top. They the top of the top, bro. You what you gonna do? Go back to Fox? No, nobody wants to go back to Fox. You don't want to go back to the place that you left. So it's just unfortunate to see all the way around. I hope he can bounce back. I do not foresee him bouncing back in the manner and reaching the heights of where he once was. But hell, I hope he proves me wrong. But this right here is just, God, cost this man, yo, I would have to put out a hit on it. Yo. And y'all see what she did? She took that money and was like, yep, it's a wrap for OnlyFans now. She was a bop. You let a bop get away with 23 million, and she wasn't even a cold bop. She wasn't even a mid bop. That was some coochies that you could just get on a Saturday night, on a Saturday morning at the gym. Bro. Anyway. Gentlemen, protect yourselves at all costs. At all costs. I know you think she worth it. I know you think that the moment that them little couple minutes that you got be about to spend in that water, I know you think them waves is worth it, but it ain't, bro. It's not worth that shit at all. Trust me. Trust me. Use it. Look no further than this case right here. Anyway, drop a comment. Let me know what y'all think down below. And unfortunate, but let's use this as a case study, y'all, going forward. Let's use that case as a case study, as what not to do. Teach your sons. Show them this. Holla at y'all later. Drop a comment, y'all.